Oh, I hope everybody had an amazing Tuesday. Mine kind of sucked. I woke up kind of sick this morning, but I feel much better now. I wish I could show you guys the combination of like dense fog and sunset and mountain that I'm looking at right now. It's quite stunning. But then some of you fucking weirdos would figure out where I live. We can't have that. No, that would be unacceptable. Oh, wow, man. And it's like I'm just sitting here, I'm thinking about where I live in California, in the North Bay. It's one of the most beautiful places that I've ever seen, ever, in my entire life. And I get to see this every morning, just stepping out my front door. And I'm thinking about what's going on in 1 square mile in Los Angeles, which is the most populated county in the United States of America, with several million people. Los Angeles County has a bigger population than like a third of the states in the United States of America. And, the only people who are allowed to make fun of Los Angeles or mock Los Angeles or give shit to Los Angeles are people who live in Northern California. Those are the rules, man. It's like when I was growing up with my brother Falcon. He's a year younger than me. He and I could beat the shit out of each other, and we did frequently. But nobody else was allowed to do that. If anybody else started fucking with one of us, the other one was on top of it, man. We were like Nick and Nate Diaz growing up, man. Stockton, motherfucker. And it's like nobody from outside of California is allowed to give shit to Los Angeles. That's just the way it is. And I have seen so many fucking MAGA chuds on this app today just shitting on Los Angeles. I saw one MAGA chud, he was like driving around in his pickup truck. This dickhead had like 4 teeth. I'm not kidding. He had like 4 teeth. And he was talking about how much he hopes that Los Angeles burns to the ground. This dude who has never left the county in which he was born. And that's MAGA in a nutshell. They hate places they've never visited because other people told them to. They hate people who they've never met and who they've never interacted with because somebody told them to. And their IQs are so low that they are just begging these other people to tell them what to think and tell them what to believe. And when other people tell them what to think and what to believe, they do it. They swallow that shit hook, line, and sinker, man. And then they regurgitate it. And they think they did something. If they weren't such, in the broadest of terms, if they weren't such vulgar, profane, disgusting, hate-filled, overconfident, Dunning-Kruger people, I would feel empathy for them. But they are, so I don't. I don't feel any empathy for them whatsoever. They are the most disgusting people I've ever encountered in my entire life. And the funny thing is, it's like, you know, they claim to be the real patriots. They claim to be the real Americans. They claim to be the only ones who can actually save the United States of America with "We the People" tattooed on their forearms, and "Shall not be infringed" tattooed right above their buttholes. The same people that crashed the Grindr app in Milwaukee during the Republican National Convention last year. The straight, white, conservative, Christian, evangelical men of the Republican Party. You guys are missing out on Pride Month. I'm just telling you. They are the most disgusting fucking people I've ever encountered in my entire existence. And, you know, the empathy that I feel truly in my heart, is for people who agree with me politically, very far on the left, who live in red states. I can't even fathom what that is like. You know, because it's like I take for granted. It's like where I've lived for the last 25 years, man. I mean, I say it kind of as a joke sometimes, but it's like the only time I don't deal with these people on a daily basis. They don't live where I live. I don't ever have to interact with them in my daily life. The only times that I have to encounter them face to face or in person is when I make a trip into the Central Valley, when I need to go buy ammunition, when I need to go buy freedom seeds for my Second Amendment implements. Then I have to deal with them. But then it's just like I just put on a Carhartt shirt, I put on my Timberlands, I retreat into my whiteness, which is a thing, that's a thing, and I go into the Central Valley and I just blend in. And they don't know what I believe in my heart from looking at me. That is fucking white privilege. That is white privilege. And I recognize that. And I understand it as much as I can. But that's fucking white privilege. And it's class privilege. And, you know, again, I mean, I acknowledge frequently on this app that I am afforded pretty much every single privilege that this country has to offer, existing in the United States as a heterosexual, cisgendered white man with a law degree who's not married and doesn't have any kids. The only privilege in this country that has not been visited upon me is generational wealth, which my family had at one point in time. Before some of them fucked it all up like 3 generations ago. Fuckers. But man, I wish I could show you the fog and the sunset and the mountain that I'm looking at right now. Most beautiful place I've ever lived in my entire life. Anyway, I hope everybody has an amazing Wednesday. Be safe, everybody.